Hi, and welcome to the SoCal Yearbook Gal Education Series designed to inspire, encourage, support, and make your life easier. This week, we are talking about the month 3. It's the first week of month 3, which is October, and that's in the yearbook production plan, what to do when. And we're really going to be focusing on your finalizing of your cover and your end sheets and some other really fun things that you can be doing this month. So the first thing, and this is, again, it's broken up into people and connections, organization and planning, editorial and photo, book and ad sales and promotion, and then the last one is staff development. So the first one is people and connections. And I think that this one is really important because you're just finally getting your feet on the ground in your yearbook program, and now's the time for your rep to come in to help you out. And so my recommendation is to take advantage of that help, those resources, and have some training. So if you need anything in your classroom, and some of you guys are seasoned yearbook advisors, and some of you guys are brand spanking new, so you're going to need different things. But software training is always nice, especially if there were changes in the software, or especially if you have a new staff. It's kind of nice to have your rep come in and do all of the training for you. Also, any sort of book creation. So maybe it's the design, teaching about dominant photos and eye lines and modules, or maybe it's photography, because right now, really, we should be taking tons and tons and tons of pictures. So if you guys don't know how to use your cameras, or if you don't know how to take a really great shot, or if you don't really know the components of a candid picture, then maybe you'll want your rep to come in and kind of talk about those things. So these are some really great things to do during that October appointment. And now's the time to schedule it. Remember, there's a lot of schools out there doing yearbooks. And so get your date in the calendar so that that's all scheduled and ready to go, and it's on your schedule during your class time. Under organization and planning, if you're doing we have Balfour TV codes, and that's basically the ability for you to put video into your yearbook. And if you want to do that, it's basically, they're just little QR codes. They're stored on our server, and you create the video. And then the cool thing about that, and this, I love this, is that you take your phone and you scan this code. The code is already printed in your book, and that code can link you to maybe senior prom, because if you can't get senior prom pictures into your book, you still create this beautiful spread, but then you put a QR code on that, and that QR code links to an event that doesn't even happen by the time that book's printed, but by the time it's distributed, the book's out, and that QR code is linked to that event. So if it's prom or graduation or whatever it is, maybe it's a goodbye from the staff, trying to, just wish the seniors like a happy summer, or, college or whatever. So the cool thing about those codes, though, is that you can change them throughout the year. So if you want, because that code eventually, when the book is printed, that code will link to these events. But during the school year, you can have students or parents scan that code, and that code can lead them to your online marketplace where you're selling your books and your ads. So keep that in mind. Your code is not just trapped for this one event, prom or graduation or spring sports or whatever it is. You can actually use that code throughout the year for your online sales or whatever you want to use it for. So really cool being able to have video and additional content really in your book. As far as editorial and photo goes, now's your chance to finalize your cover and sheet designs. If you need help, it's great to have your cover designed and then maybe have an artist make those final touches just so it looks super professional and beautiful. Some of you guys design your own covers from start to finish, and you just submit it and we print it, and it's great. If you don't have it, if it's like, it looks good, but it's not quite there, then you can send in your document that has it basically done, and then we just kind of make the final touches and make it pretty. Or if you have absolutely no idea what you're doing with your cover, then there's artists who can create your cover for you too. So take advantage of those opportunities. It really is so cool to sit, especially if you're doing like a virtual cover session. It's so cool to be able to sit back and tell this artist what you want your cover to look like and what your theme is like and your colors and all this stuff, and then watch this gorgeous cover created right in front of your eyes. It's such a beautiful experience. If you haven't tried it, definitely give it a try at some point. For book and ad sales and promotions, I just want to tell you one thing that I went into a school, and it was a middle school, and I was so proud of them because they're like, I said, so what are you guys doing for your sales, for your book sales? And they said, well, we created posters and we posted them in the school, but then we also took a picture of the posters and we sent them to the parents to make sure that the parents got to see the posters, because the parents are the people who are buying. Remember who your audience is, especially in middle school, but even in high school, a lot of the times it's the parents purchasing the books. So if you're putting posters up in your school and you're not taking pictures and sending it to the parents, then you're missing out on really your greatest customer base. So I thought that was so clever. I was really impressed. I didn't think about, taking pictures of posters that were created in school and sending them to parents. That's such a cool idea. I'm super impressed. So also for book and ad sales and promotion, invoice your advertisers and sponsors. This is if you're doing business ads, and anybody who's advertising, businesses or sponsors, you can invoice them. They already know that they're going to be doing that. Now's the opportunity to go out, make sure that you're staying on top of this so that you're not worrying about this later on in the year. You don't want to be invoicing your advertisers, in the spring. Do it now. They know that they want to purchase ad space, invoice them for it. And then the last thing, staff development. Right now there are conferences, national conventions that are going on. If you want to do that, some of them are still virtual, but if you want to attend those, now's the time to be looking into that. So there's fall, state, regional, and national journalism conventions if you're interested in doing those. So anyway, good luck, and get those covers finalized, those end sheets in. And if you're going to do video in your book, start thinking about that right now. What are you going to do? And still design and save pages for those spreads if you're still going to be putting content in on a Balfour code or on a QR code. All right. Good luck. You have a lot to think about right now. You guys got this. Take care.